Hello, fourth graders. Welcome. This is our week 4 health assignment. Our first week, we talked about our mental health. The next week, we talked about our heart. Last week, we talked about our lungs. That's right. And this week, we're talking about our digestive system. The first thing you need to know about the digestive system, the whole part of it is huge. It takes a ton of time to work through. So we're just kind of going to go through the big parts, and then we'll slowly learn about everything else. So there's a lot to learn right now, so just pay attention, keep up. The first thing you have to know about your digestive system, it starts right when you see the food. That stuff in your mouth called saliva or spit starts to smell that flavor. Your brain starts to turn on and go, that pizza looks good. Your mouth is going, it's watery. That's that saliva getting ready. You take a bite of that food. Boom. Right when you do that, you start to chew the food up. When you chew it up, you start breaking the food down. And once you break the food down, it gets mashed up, all crumbled together into food called the bolus. Now, the bolus is towards the back of your throat and is opening towards the esophagus. Now, what is that all? Chew the food. Saliva breaks it down. The bolus pushes it back to your throat. Now, we push it down your throat, your esophagus right there. And then down the esophagus, it goes to your stomach. Now, one thing to know about your esophagus is there's also something there called the windpipe. Now, when you swallow a small ball of mushed up food, a special flap called right here. It's a fun word. If you want to try to say it, say it. If not, don't even worry about it. Epiglottis flops down over the opening of your windpipe to make sure food enters the esophagus and not the windpipe. Have you ever ate something or drank something where you went, and then you feel like you're choking for a second, but then you feel better? That means some of that food went down in the wrong pipe, went on your windpipe where you, not the swallowing one. So there's two right there, and your body knows exactly what to do most of the time. Now, once you're down the esophagus, you go down to the stomach. Now, in the stomach, has 3 important jobs: to store the food you've eaten. So you just ate some food. Now it's holding on to it. To break down the food into a liquidy mixture. Kind of gross, but we'll learn more about that. To slowly empty that liquidy mixture into the small intestine. So the food came down your esophagus. It's now in your stomach. Your stomach's breaking it down into small little particles. Now it's in small little particles. Now it's going to the small intestine. And now in the small intestine, that's when everything starts to work. Now everything starts to get broken down even more, and it goes off to certain spots of your body. Now there's a lot of things. Small intestines, as you can see here, absorb all the vitamins, minerals, proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Wow, that's everything you eat. Now, some things help with that, like the pancreas, liver, and gallbladder, but we're not worried about that. Right now, you know that you chew your food, goes down your esophagus, goes into your stomach breaks it down. Now it goes to your small intestine. Your small intestine decides with its friends, hey, let's use all these food and move it to the right spot. Now, let's say that food gets used, but then there's some left over. Does it just stay there? If you have all that extra food, now that gets pumped through the rest of your body into this large intestine, and then it gets pushed out. So the more you eat, the more your body works. But we'll talk more about that stuff in a little while. But right now, let's just go over one more time. We start mouth, saliva, push down, starts with a B, bolus. Now it's here. Now we push it down our throat, esophagus, into our stomachs. That's right. Our stomachs breaks it down. Then we go to small intestine. And then the small intestine has its friends, the pancreas, liver, and gallbladder, to break things down, send it out to where it needs to go. And the rest goes to the large intestine and it gets pushed out. So just a quick little update on all that stuff right there. We'll talk more and more and more about all the small intestine, or the digestive system. Wow. Lots of words there today, guys. Next time. So right now, make sure you go watch our quick YouTube video, take a quick quiz on our Google form. Thanks for coming over, guys. Hope you enjoyed it and learned a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. I'll see you next time.